Welcome to One Question at a Time, the SAT series. Question number 60. What is the range of f of x equal negative x minus 2 all square minus 4? So as we know, this is the vertex form of quadratic equations. So here is the formulas. And we have to figure out what is the value of A, what is the value of H, what is the value of K, and why we need it. Okay, so the value of A is help you to figure out how the graph look like. As we know, quadratic functions have the x squared term, right? And it have the U shape, as we know, but sometimes the U is upside down. So A, the coefficient in front of the x squared term, will help you to figure out if the graph is concave up, like the U shape, or concave down, like the upside down U shape, right? So in this case, we have negative in front, right? So that means -1. If you see the negative, then parenthesis, that's the same thing as -1 multiplied by that parenthesis. So in that case, we have A is -1 and less than 0. If A less than 0, then the graph will concave down. In this case, we have A less than 0, the graph concave down. And what is the range? The range is talking about the y value. Y value. So the range is when the functions, the y value of the functions define. Okay? So as we see that if you have it concave up, the y value will be start from that point, right? That the y mean, and it's go up forever. So positive infinity, right? And if it's go up like that, this is the highest point, so I call it y max. And then the graph will go down forever, negative infinity. When we're talking about the range, we're talking about the y value. When we're talking about the y value, we're only looking up and down. What is the value, right? So in this case, when we know it concave down, so we will have something like from y max to negative infinity. But the thing is, when we're reading from the smallest numbers, and the smallest numbers start with negative numbers. So the range is will be from negative infinity to y max. And what is the y max here? And we know that top and bottom right there is the vertex of the graph. It means it's the critical point of the graph. Either it's at the valley or it could be at the top. Okay, so that is the vertex. And we only take one the y value, and this one is h comma k. Remember, is h comma k is from here. See, so h it represents the x value, k is the y value. So now in this case, we have to find what is k value. Okay, so this one is equal to negative infinity k value. Okay, now let's figure it out. When you write down here is a x minus h squared plus k. See this one in the formulas, right? When we do that, we can see is more likely A is -1, H is 2, right? So what is K? Remember, in front of K is plus sign. So if we do the plus, right? Plus right here, this one have to be in the parenthesis, isn't it? So when you minus 4, it's the same thing as you add -4. Why? Because positive 4 means you have positive 1 multiplied by -4. So when you distribute, you will have positive times negative is negative. 1 times 4 is 4. Okay, so be careful. This is the most common mistake we ever make. So making sure, be careful wherever we're reading that. So we have K equal -4. So let's write down here is -infinity to -4. And don't get confused because of the information I give in the bubble box right here. This is just kind of the informations. So it's not the wrap in our questions. Okay, so our questions, the wrap should look something like, I know that the vertex will be at H is 2, right? Comma K is -4. So we find that is 2, 1, 2, -4, 1, 2, 3, 4 down here, right here. I know the wrap will look like that. All right. So this is 2, 4. This is X. This is Y. This is -infinity. That -4. Okay. So as we know those informations, that will be perfect tool for you to use to make a quick answer for those problems. Okay, so let's say A is our real number, is never can be, since it's only go one directions, all go up, all is go down, right? And they always have the mass point or the mean. Okay, so Y is greater than or equal to -8. Greater than or equal to -8, what does that mean? So they say it's -8 from something behind here. It's above. Y is above -8. No, it's come from -infinity, right? So B is not the right answer. Y is less than -8. Less than mean is below. Is below here. No, right? Because we have a above -8. Well, just like -4 right there at the maximum point. So C is not the right answer. Now, greater than or equal to -4, or Y is less than or equal to -4. So greater than -4 is above -4 in this part. That is greater than or equal to -4. The thing is, on the above, you don't see any wrap part is exit is stand on that area, right? In that area, right? It's only below. So greater than, no. Less than is from here down. Right? So this is Y less than or equal to 4, and yes. This is the same thing as Y less than or equal to -4. So E is the right answer. I also attach the exit of symmetry of the graph is given by x equal -b over 2a, right? So that this one, the a and b in this one is due for the general form. So let's say if you see like the range for the quadratic equations, right? That will be from k to positive infinity if and only if the least coefficients is greater than 0. So in that case, the graph will concave up, and then you will have the vertex k right there, right? It's go up. If it will be negative infinity to k, if and only if a is less than 0, where it concave down in this case. So you will have that. Okay. Thank you for participating in this series and see you next time.